Hello everybody, Typhlosion Corner here, with another review, in which this time it's going to be a Stuffy this time instead of a Build-A-Bear. But as to the same of what happened last week, it's going to be another Pokemon Stuffy, in which I just got this one, and it's another one that's part of a collection I'm trying to get a good amount of, in which I'm really happy to get this particular one, because this one, I think, well, I'm not sure entirely if it's only at Target, but this is the only place I've ever found it, is in Target. So, and also I'm kind of happy that I was able to get it, because technically it kind of said it was only like one left in stock, but apparently there was two of them by the time I got the one, that I got for you guys, or for me, I mean, that I'm going to show you guys today. So, without further ado, let's see who we got for today. And without further ado, I'd like to meet you guys all to meet my newest collection, or at least the newest member of my collection, which is my Pikachu collection. Is well, not really much of a particular Pikachu, but it's from another one from for my Charmander and my big size Pikachu from Wicked Cool Toys. This was one of the things that it was over by the. I'm guessing they want certain kids to have teddy bears with them over by where they have like the sheet sets and like pillowcases and comforters and whatnot, and they always have these little plush toys around them. In which one of the things was Pikachu, which I have seen this last time I was over there before the remodel, if anything. But but it was just more because of the price, and I didn't have enough money to get him at the time being. So I was kind of hoping that later on I would be able to get him, which I have, and which I got yesterday. He's very soft. He's very squishy. He's a good size for me, like especially if I want to hold something while I sleep, and I want to, I mean, my Pikachu my original Pikachu, which I still love and cherish it to this day. Like I never ignore him. Neither do I any of my other stuffies, plushies, or Build-A-Bears. But for the majority part, that he's got certain things that like not any of my other Pikachu's can do, and also too that I can actually put down sitting down without having to move him around too much. Now like my other Pikachu's, they can sit up just fine. Like my big Pikachu right here, for my sorry, my pillow got in the way. For my Pikachu here, Sparky, or if you can see behind there, my Pikachu, which I just recently, I remember in one of my earlier videos, I did name my Pikachu, or at least that Pikachu over there, Pikachu, but now it's got a new name, which I have named Jolt. And speaking of which, I named this Pikachu Zappu, or I don't know how you pronounce it exactly, or if I should put it with that much force. But basically, in Japanese, it means zap. So at the very least, I picked the name Zappu for him. So, you know. And also, I'm just really happy to have another Pikachu added to my collection. Because, I only got so many, or at the very least for any plushie ones. Because I do have, I can't remember if it's My Friend Pikachu or whatever it is, where it's the one where I mean, it's technically a stuffy, but not entirely so, considering it has mechanical parts. Because the one where you push the stomach and then the lights pop up, or the cheeks light up red, and then you get the ears moving. But for the majority of my plushies, where I got, this one from, Target for the Wicked Cool Toys, and I got the one I got from the bigger one, and I got from ThinkGeek, which is another Wicked Cool Toys one. Which would also, the Pikachu behind me on my mini fridge, as you can see, that one's from the Ash Hat Pikachu, the Pokemon Center exclusive one, which, as you can see, what I usually wear majority of times, other than some of my other hats that came from the Pokemon Center, as I just said. But for the majority part, like I said before, it's more of this video is pertaining to Pikachu here. So if anything, at the very least, that's another Pikachu in my collection, and also, like I said before, another one that's somewhat like a little bit better for me to cuddle around with, because considering how much there is to hug and whatnot. Very soft. And also too, he's got like his ears, waggly, like they can, move around, manipulate it a little bit more than. Well, I mean, I know for my Pikachu, for my which is the big Pikachu, that's the 24-inch one. This one's the 18-inch one. anyway, it's like, really cool with the, the ears and whatnot. The tail is within proportion and whatnot, like, which I kind of really wish, like, some of the times, like, it wouldn't really have to pertain to being on the head. I really wish, like, somehow they can get it to freestand, at least that way it's not like, you don't have to attach to it, because as you can see right here on his profile, that, he's got a little bit more head towards the back, which is not, not anything bad or anything, but, it kind of makes it almost kind of unrealistic to Pikachu itself. If anything, if I would have to say anything, because if you guys have watched, which I just recently discovered, because I thought it was more of a, like a Japanese, I wouldn't really say a Japanese version of Pokemon, since Pokemon comes from Japan, but for the majority part that, hold on, I got something. Okay, sorry about that. For the Pokemon Generations thing, for apparently it's the online series, like the new thing where I think it's called Twilight Wings for the Sword and Shield variant. And if you look really closely at the one for not Ash's, Red's Pikachu, which I was surprised because I thought Pikachu was supposed to be an Ash variant of the whole entire story in of itself, and that Pikachu was part of Ash's story, and that Red is supposed to be with Charmander at that particular point in time. But for the most part, that particular Pikachu a little bit different than how Pikachu from the original anime, or at least the anime that we all grew up and whatnot watching in America. Uh, Technically, it has like a bigger head compared to its body. It's like almost like a bobblehead thing. I mean, no offense to anything of Pikachu and Pokemon and whatnot, but technically, you can kind of almost count this particular Pikachu as that particular Pikachu from the Pokemon Generations online thing, which you, if anything, you can go watch, because I thought like it would be some kind of a hard way of watching the show. If you guys, any of you guys are subscribed to the official YouTube Pokemon channel, you can watch it from there, because it's if anything, it's part of their thing, and at the very well least, you can watch all the episodes from there, and also too apparently there's a mystery dungeon mini series and probably other series as well, which if anything, I'm kind of hoping, speaking what I was saying earlier about the Twilight Wings, that the next thing for Sword and Shield for the online um, episodes, the next episode comes back, because I really want to see a lot more of these people. Considering, I can just imagine when Pokemon the series will be coming out in America, since Japan so far got the the ride on that. So for the majority part, price wise, it's pretty good. I was actually surprised that I don't know if it was around the same price as I saw last time, or maybe that the pricing was changed a bit or whatever. But I'm really happy that I finally got my Pikachu, or at least my next Pikachu in my collection. Which, like I said before, I'm really trying to do a lot more Pikachu's. And if anything else too, like how I have so far 2 Charmanders, I'm really trying to do a lot more with my Charmanders as well, and possibly a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm also even trying to see if I can do some more Cyndaquils, considering I only got my one Cyndaquil over here. I can easily get it out of right here. Oh, there. My little Cyndaquil here, Fireball, which I'm kind of hoping I mean, I have seen so far another plushie from those Wicked Cool Toys, which is only like maybe like a little bit, like maybe a little bit smaller, or not smaller, a little bit bigger than Fireball here. I'm kind of hoping that hopefully sometime soon that since they have done the one for Piplup, them trying to do more of the starters, which technically they're supposed to be, if they really wanted to go in order, the next 3 starters they technically should be going on with is going to be what was it, Cyndaquil, Totodile, and Chikorita are technically supposed to be the next 3 that they're supposed to be doing. And hopefully, pretty soon it'll be going on with that, which wouldn't be right now, considering the fact that for the next 3, now next 2 Build-A-Bears that are debuting soon will be first Joltik, and then after that Vaporeon. So if anything, that'll probably be what we have for now until the end of summer, because technically it's supposed to be summer 2020 for Joltik, and then towards the end of summer, which, if anything, if I had to guess or anything, it would have to be towards probably around the same time as how Snorlax got debuted, in which, if anything, I'm kind of hoping that they do the same thing like they did last time with, if any of you guys went to Build-A-Bear, got the program thing where it talks about all the different stuff that they're doing, like all the debuts and whatnot. hopefully we get that and get to know about a whole bunch of more stuff, because I know a lot of you guys, going off topic of Pokemon for a little bit, that pretty soon we're going to be, I think you said something so far, the spring of 2020, that the new Yoda, Baby Yoda, is going to be debuting at Build-A-Bear, which I can just imagine. I mean, not that I'm saying like I haven't really seen The Mandalorian, and I am somewhat interested in Star Wars stuff, but if anything, even if I wanted to get Baby Yoda, I know damn well, and I'm sorry for my language, um, there's no way that I'm going to be able to probably get Baby Yoda, and that's only if I have, the time of getting it and money, how much it's going to be and whatnot. Because the only thing I really have in anything of for Star Wars stuff is my Chewbacca, and that's about it for what I have anything of Star Wars stuff, since I do love Chewbacca and whatnot. So to the majority part, and to really say any stuff final for my Pikachu here, like I said before, very soft, very plush. I'm really happy to get him, and also too that at the very least, and also other stuff too, like how my one for at least many of my Pikachu's, and also too for my Build-A-Bear. The only thing that's somewhat different between Zappu and all the rest of them is that the back stripes right here, usually they're embroidered and whatnot, like how it is with, if you can see like really closely how the cheeks are embroidered, like you can see like that they're sewn in right here. That the only thing that's different is that the streaks on his back are actually part of part of the material and whatnot. Like usually it's that part too is also embroidered and whatnot, which I wouldn't really say kind of happy about it, because it doesn't really matter if it's embroidered or not. But I'm just saying like that's somewhat adds a little bit more detail to the whole thing, because you really want to make sure it kind of looks like the whole thing, like especially with the cheeks right here. I mean, it would be kind of cool if that also being the same thing too. But for the majority part out of anything, because I know it is confirmed that they're going to be making a second Detective Pikachu movie, I'm kind of hoping with all the power of my being that what we'll be getting next, I'm pretty sure not in Build-A-Bear, because considering that apparently they don't approve of stuff that like, even knowing that kids would probably watch the Detective Pikachu movie. Well, I mean, with still supervision or whatever, but still, at the very well least, it would be so nice if they actually came out with a Detective Pikachu Build-A-Bear, or at the very well least, we get more plushes like this as Detective Pikachu, because the only things I've ever really seen was like very small plushies, and that's more of like just like having around, not really much of like a cuddling Pikachu like this one here, my Zappu, or my regular Pikachu, or Sparky, or even Jolt over there, or any of the other ones that I have, which only other ones I have is Klaus right here, which is my Winter Lights Pikachu, and then the one I just told you about with the cheeks lighting up. And then, like, just like my figures where I have the one dated Pikachu, and then the one particular supposed battery operated power bank thing for what they had, I think, a while ago, which never really worked and whatnot. Or at least worked to a point anyway. But to the majority part of everybody, that no matter what, that, the people, like both the Pokemon Company International, Wicked Cool Toys, and Pokemon itself, and anything with Pokemon Center and whatnot, that they do a great job in making plushes and a whole bunch of other pieces of merchandise, and especially the good people of Legendary Films and Toho and everybody else that had to be a part of Pokemon Detective Pikachu, and to anything else in the future, which more currently soon for Netflix, we'll be getting the new CGI version of the very first, Pokemon movie, where it's the first iteration of Mew, 2, and Mew as well. So to the majority part of me saying this, that I'm very happy to be collecting these particular Pokemon, no matter where they come from, either from the Pokemon Company or Build-A-Bear or any other company that has somewhat a hand in actual official Pokemon merchandise. To that, I'm proud to collect them and whatnot, and being like somewhat of a Pokemon trainer in itself. So, with that really much said, everybody, that'll be really much it for my review on Zappu right here. And both of us, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for watching our video. And I'm sorry if I somewhat rambled on a little bit and Just trying to make sure to get everything out that I want to say, or at the very least get somewhat distracted in what I'm trying to say. So with that in mind, everybody, thank you guys all for watching my video. If you liked it, sorry, getting ahead of myself. If you haven't, if you have this, sorry, one more time. Okay, so thank you guys all for watching our video. If you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. If you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you hit that bell notification for any notifications of present and future videos. If you like this video, give it a like. If you have any suggestions on what you want to see for my next plushie or Build-A-Bear or whatever that I have for review for any of my plushies, stuffies, or Build-A-Bears, like I just said, or anything you want to see on my YouTube channel or anything at all, make sure you write down in the comment section below. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.